Welcome. Tonight we drift together toward one of the deepest and most beautiful truths the universe holds. The speed of light, the swiftest thing there is, and yet across the great reaches of the cosmos, a thing so slow that its light spends ages crossing the dark to reach us. There is nothing to do and nothing to hold. Let the wonder be light and let it carry you toward sleep. We will move without hurry through real science and honest wonder, returning again and again to what is calm and true. Each fact is a small, distant light offered only to ease your mind toward rest. You do not need to follow every thought. Let the words settle over you the way starlight settles, soft across the deep cosmic dark. Some things are measured with great precision, some are still being explored, and all of them are safe to fall asleep inside. Tonight's journey reaches into the swiftest beam in all of nature. How light sets the great speed limit of the cosmos, how it carries the past to us across the void, and how, riding upon it, time itself bends and slows. So settle in. Let your breath slow and your shoulders ease. Far out in the deep and tranquil dark, the light of distant suns is drifting toward us across the ages, and we will rest right here beneath that quiet immensity tonight. The speed of light can seem like such a distant and abstract idea, a number in a book, and yet the story folded inside it is enormous, reaching from a single ray of sunlight to the very edge of all we can ever see. For as long as there have been stars, their light has been streaming outward through the dark, crossing unthinkable reaches of space at the swiftest pace the universe allows, carrying its quiet message across the void. Tonight we will not rush through that story. We will linger in it, the way ancient light lingers for ages on its long journey, soft and slow and unhurried, drifting across the deep toward a waiting eye. There is nothing here to trouble you. The science of light's speed is vast and strange. Yes, but seen from far away it is also deeply peaceful, a place of soft glowing suns, slow traveling rays, and steady unhurried wonder. So let us begin softly, holding this great cosmic truth in our minds, and let the quiet drift of starlight across the dark become the lullaby that eases you down toward sleep. Here is the first quiet truth of tonight. The speed of light is the pace at which light travels through empty space, and it is the fastest anything in the universe can ever go, a swiftness woven into the very fabric of the cosmos. Light does not dawdle, and it does not race ahead by degrees. In the emptiness of space, it always moves at one single unchanging pace, the same for every beam, the same in every direction. That pace is so swift that a single ray of light could cross the whole width of our world many times over in the space of a single heartbeat, far faster than the gentle mind can easily picture. And yet, as we will rest upon tonight, this same swift light is slow against the vast distances of the cosmos, taking minutes, years, even ages to cross the reaches between the stars. So the speed of light is at once the swiftest thing there is, and on the great scale of the universe, a slow and unhurried traveler, a beam crossing the dark at the utmost pace the cosmos allows. Let us rest a while on just how swift light truly is, for its pace is a precise and remarkable number, one of the deepest constants in all of nature, the same everywhere we have ever looked. In the emptiness of space, Light travels very nearly 300,000 kilometers in a single second, a swiftness so great it would carry a beam around our whole world more than 7 times in that 1 second. Measured more exactly, light moves through a vacuum at 299,792,458 meters each second, a number now fixed with perfect precision. Put another way, light crosses roughly 1 billion kilometers in a single hour, a pace so vast that no ordinary measure of speed in our world comes anywhere close to it. It is a humbling number to settle into, this swiftness of light, a constant woven into the cosmos, the same for a beam from a candle as for the light of the most distant star. There is a quiet elegance in how scientists write the speed of light, marking so great a quantity with a single small letter, the letter C, a tiny symbol holding a vast cosmic truth. Wherever the speed of light appears in the language of physics, it is written simply as C, a small plain letter standing in for that immense and unchanging pace through empty space. That single letter threads through much of modern physics, appearing again and again in the deep equations that describe energy and motion and the very shape of space and time. So a vast and fundamental truth of the cosmos is held in the gentlest of symbols, a single letter that scientists the world over read at once as the swiftest pace there is. It is a soothing smallness to rest upon that so great a thing as the speed of light should wear so quiet a name, a single soft letter carrying the speed limit of the universe. Here is one of the most profound truths of tonight. The speed of light is not merely fast. It is the ultimate speed limit of the universe, a pace that nothing carrying mass can ever reach or pass. No matter how hard you might push a thing that has weight, you can never drive it all the way up to the speed of light. The cosmos itself will not allow it, holding firmly to its quiet limit. This is not a limit of our tools or our effort, but a deep rule woven into the fabric of space and time, a boundary the universe keeps no matter how great the force applied. So the speed of light stands as a kind of cosmic wall, a swiftness beyond which no ordinary matter may go, the universe drawing a calm, firm line at that single, unchanging pace. It is a strangely steadying thought that the cosmos should hold so firm a speed limit, a quiet rule keeping all matter beneath that swiftest pace, the same gentle boundary everywhere. Let us rest on the gentle mind that first showed the world why light's pace is so special, for it was a young thinker named Einstein who, in the year 1905, set out this deep truth. In a single remarkable year, he reasoned his way to a new understanding of space and time, built upon one quiet idea that the speed of light in empty space is the same for everyone, always. From that single calm assumption flowed astonishing consequences, that time itself can slow, that distances can shrink, that the swiftness of light is woven into the very shape of reality. This new understanding came to be called the special theory of relativity, and from it grew much of the way we now see the cosmos, all resting upon the constancy of light's pace. So the deep truths of tonight trace back to that thoughtful year, when a young mind, reasoning gently from the constancy of light, reshaped our whole understanding of space and time. There is a strange and beautiful idea at the heart of this science, that the speed of light is the same for everyone, no matter how they themselves are moving through space. In our everyday world, speeds add together, so that a thing thrown forward from a moving carriage moves faster than the carriage alone, and we expect light to behave the same way. Yet light does not. However swiftly you move toward a beam of light or away from it, you will always measure that beam moving at the very same unchanging pace, never faster, never slower. This is so contrary to our ordinary sense that it took a great mind to trust it fully, and yet careful measurement has confirmed it again and again. Light's pace is the same for all. So the constancy of light is a quiet wonder, a beam that refuses to be caught or outrun, always crossing space at the same swift pace, whoever measures it and however they move. Let us rest on the tiny travelers that carry light across the void, for light is made of countless minute particles, the photons, and these photons are the swiftest things in all of nature. A photon is a tiny packet of light, a single bundle of the energy that streams from a glowing star, and unlike most things in the cosmos, a photon carries no weight at all. Because a photon has no mass, it does not need to be pushed up to speed. It is born already moving at the full pace of light, and it never travels any slower through empty space. So every photon, from the moment it leaves a glowing star, races across the void at exactly the speed of light, the only pace it can ever know, the swiftest pace the cosmos allows. It is a gentle wonder to hold these weightless travelers streaming from the stars, each one moving at the utmost pace, carrying the light of distant suns across the deep cosmic dark. Let us pause and simply drift for a moment. No new facts now, only the deep cosmic hush, a soft beam of starlight crossing the dark, a gentle quiet settling over the calm mind. Breathe in slowly and picture a single soft beam of light drifting far out in the dark, crossing the void steadily and gentle, calm and luminous in the silent expanse. Breathe out and let a little of that calm loosen your shoulders. There is so much gentle wonder in the deep cosmos, and a little of its peace is yours to rest in tonight. It is worth resting on why a thing with weight can never quite reach the speed of light, for the closer it draws to that pace, the harder it becomes to push it any faster still. As a heavy thing speeds up toward the pace of light, it grows ever more resistant to being driven faster, as though it gathers a kind of stubbornness that swells without end near that limit. To reach the very speed of light, such a thing would need an endless push, a force beyond all bound, and so the cosmos quietly forbids it. No amount of effort can carry mass all the way to sea. This is why only the weightless photons travel at light's full pace, while everything that carries mass must always stay a little beneath it, drawing near perhaps, but never reaching. So the speed limit of the universe is kept by a gentle stubbornness of matter, the way weight resists the final push, holding all massive things forever just below the swiftest pace. It is a gentle thing beneath the thought of light's vast journeys to feel how small we are, a single quiet life beneath a cosmos so vast that even light spends ages crossing it. The reaches that light takes years and ages to cross are so immense that our whole world is less than a mote within them, a tiny quiet place beneath the great traveling beams of the stars. And yet there is no fear in this smallness, only a deep calm, the comfort of being a small quiet part of a cosmos whose distant light reaches us gently across the immense dark. To feel small beneath the long journeys of light is to be eased of the weight of the day, the small worries dissolving beneath a cosmos so vast and so quietly steady. So let your smallness be a comfort tonight, a single quiet life beneath the traveling light of distant stars, gathered gently into the great unhurried cosmos that surrounds you. There is a quiet comfort in the thought that the cosmos keeps such steady laws that the speed of light never wavers, the same constant pace holding firm in every place and age. In a world that can feel uncertain, there is a deep steadiness in the constancy of light, a pace that does not change, a law the universe keeps faithfully everywhere across all time. So the cosmos is not a place of chaos, but of gentle order, the speed of light a steady constant woven through it, a quiet lawfulness underlying the whole of the universe. There is a deep peace in that steadiness, the sense of a cosmos that keeps its laws faithfully, the swiftness of light unwavering, a quiet constancy holding the universe gently together. So let that comfort settle over you tonight, the thought of a lawful cosmos, the speed of light unwavering, a deep steadiness underlying all things across the immense and tranquil dark. Picture, as you drift, the light of countless distant stars reaching us like soft lamps across the dark, each beam a tireless traveler arriving gently after its long quiet journey. Each point of starlight a soft warm glow that has crossed the immense void for years or ages, drifting steadily across the dark to arrive at last as a faint gentle lamp in our sky. They reach us slowly and silently, these soft beams of starlight, the steady old light of distant suns arriving gently across the deep cosmic dark. It is a peaceful image to rest the mind upon, the light of the distant stars like soft lamps glowing across the dark, each a long roving traveler arriving softly after its long journey. So hold that gentle picture as you settle, the soft starlight reaching us like quiet lamps across the void, the tireless old light of distant suns glowing gently in the tranquil dark. Imagine as you drift, a single soft beam of light crossing the deep cosmic dark, setting out from a distant star and traveling steadily across the immense void toward us. It crosses the dark at its single constant pace, neither hurrying nor slowing, a soft warm beam threading quietly through the great reaches of space on its long tireless journey. There is nothing to do but watch it travel, this one soft beam crossing the void steadily across the years, arriving at last as a faint gentle glow in the waiting dark. Let the eye rest on its slow, steady crossing, the soft light threading steadily through the deep void, the swiftest thing in nature easing gently across the immense tranquil dark. So hold that single beam in mind as you settle, crossing the deep, soft and steady, the steady light of a distant star traveling gently toward you, easing you toward sleep. To look upon the whole cosmos, with its countless stars and galaxies, all sending their light across the dark, is to see a universe gently lit by ceaseless traveling light. Everywhere across the void, light is streaming from the glowing stars and galaxies, crossing the dark at its single constant pace, the whole cosmos quietly alight with traveling beams. It is a vast and gentle sight, this universe of traveling light, the beams crossing the immense dark in every direction, carrying the glow of the stars softly across the cosmos. So the universe, for all its vast dark spaces, is a place gently lit by traveling light, the unhurried beams of countless stars crossing the void to glow softly in the deep. It is a soothing thought to settle into, the cosmos lit by traveling light, the steady beams of the stars crossing the dark in every direction, a universe gently alight across the tranquil void. At the heart of the whole story lies one gentle truth, that light and time are woven together, the travel of light turning the depths of space into the depths of time before us. As light crosses the great distances, it carries the past to us, so that the farther we look, the further back we see, the depth of space becoming a depth of time through the unhurried travel of light. From this gentle weaving comes our whole view of the cosmic past, the old light of distant things letting us look back across the ages, time and distance joined in the travel of light. So the grandest window onto the history of the cosmos arises from this quiet weaving of light and time, the tireless beams turning distance into the deep past before our gentle gaze. It is a peaceful truth to rest upon this gentle weaving of light and time, the travel of light turning space into time, opening the long history of the cosmos softly before us. Let us rest on the quiet final step of light's long journey, the moment a beam that has crossed the immense void at last reaches a waiting eye and becomes a soft point of glow. After years or ages of crossing the dark at its constant pace, a beam of starlight arrives at last, gathered by a waiting eye or instrument, its long ceaseless journey gently complete. So the long travel of starlight ends in this quiet arrival, the tireless beam at last received, the light of a distant star becoming a soft, faint glow after all its crossing of the dark. There is a gentle completion in this arrival, the long journey of light ending softly in the gathering eye, the distant star delivering its old light at the end of its long road. It is a soothing thought to hold this quiet arrival of distant light, the long traveling beam reaching the eye at last after its long crossing, the journey of starlight gently complete. There is a soft beauty in the faint glow of the farthest light we can catch, light grown dim across the immense reaches, the faintest beams arriving from the deepest and oldest distances. These far beams glow only faintly to us, their light long traveling across the deep dark grown dim with distance, and yet each is the tireless light of some distant glowing thing. So even the faintest glow in the deepest reaches is the light of some far star or galaxy, its dim luminance the gentle arrival of a beam that has crossed nearly the whole of the cosmos. It is a lovely thought to rest upon these faint farthest beams, their soft glow reaching us across the immensity, the ancient drifting light of the deepest cosmos arriving dim and gentle in the dark. So hold that gentle image as you settle, the faint far light glowing soft in the deep, the unhurried old beams of the distant cosmos arriving gently across the tranquil dark. Imagine as you drift, a single soft ray of light threading quietly through the great void, crossing the immense dark steadily on its long, unhurried way toward a distant shore. The ray glows gentle and warm, holding its single constant pace, threading through the deep dark among the faint scattered stars, neither hurrying nor slowing on its long, quiet road. It travels so steadily across the ages that it seems almost still, a soft warm thread of light crossing the void, the ceaseless beam easing gently through the deep cosmic dark. There is nothing to do but drift with it, this one soft ray, threading quietly through the void, the long traveling light easing across the dark toward its distant and waiting shore. So hold that single ray in mind as you settle, a soft warm thread of light crossing the deep steady and unhurried and calm in the tranquil silence of the great cosmic void. Much of the light that fills the night sky set out long before our world or sun was born, ancient beams that have been crossing the dark since ages before the earth ever came to be. The light of the most distant galaxies left them long before our sun first shone, traveling across the void for ages, arriving only now after the whole long lifetime of our world. So when we gaze upon the faint old light of the deep cosmos, we look upon something far older than the earth, beams that set out before our world ever gathered from the cosmic dust. There is a deep calm in that antiquity, the sense of catching light far older than our world, unhurried ancient beams arriving softly after a journey longer than the age of the earth itself. So the light of the deep cosmos connects us to the far past, ancient beams that set out before the sun and the earth were born, arriving gently to us across the immense reaches of time. Here is a quiet turning in our story tonight, for though light is the swiftest thing there is, against the vast distances of the cosmos, it is slow, taking minutes and years and ages to cross the dark. The reaches between the stars are so immense that even light racing at its utmost pace spends long spans of time on its journeys, crossing the void with a slowness born of sheer distance. So the same beam that could circle our world many times in a heartbeat takes years to reach the nearest other star, and ages upon ages to cross from one galaxy to another. It is a gentle paradox to settle into, that the fastest thing in the universe should also seem slow, not for any lack of swiftness, but because the cosmos is so unspeakably vast. So light is both swift and slow at once, the quickest of travelers crossing the longest of roads, and in that slowness, as we will see, lies a deep and beautiful gift. There is a soft thread of number running through the whole story of light, in its constant pace, the years its light takes to cross the void, the vast reaches measured in light spans. The single constant pace of light, the travel times of sunlight and starlight, the great distances of the light year, all follow gentle regularities measured with careful study. These are not cold rules, but the quiet constancies of the cosmos. The pace light keeps, the same swiftness everywhere, the gentle order woven into the travel of every beam. There is a calm beauty in that order, the sense that the swiftest thing in nature keeps so steady and constant a pace, a soft, reliable rhythm beneath all the travel of light. So the cosmos keeps a quiet arithmetic of light, the constant pace and the travel times and the vast distances, a soft order beneath the beams, soothing to glimpse and to rest. After all we have wandered through tonight, it is worth asking softly why the speed of light should amaze us so, why we return to it again and again with such quiet wonder. Perhaps it is the sheer swiftness of it, a beam that could circle our world many times in a heartbeat, the fastest thing there is woven into the very fabric of the cosmos. Perhaps it is what it gives us, carrying the past to us across the void, letting us look back upon the history of the universe simply by gazing into the deep dark. Whatever the reason, the speed of light has drawn our wonder ever since we first asked whether light takes time to travel, and draws it still, a great truth resting calm at the heart of the cosmos. So it is no wonder we have come to it tonight, seeking calm in its quiet constancy, and finding in the science and the silence a soft and lasting peace. The speed of light does not stand apart, but lives woven deep within the whole of the cosmos, bound to space and time, to the limits of motion, and to all we can ever see. It sets the cosmic speed limit, weaves space and time together, carries the past to us, and bounds the reach of our sight, part of the whole great fabric of the universe. And the cosmos in turn would not be the cosmos we know without this single constant pace, for the very shape of space and time and the scale of all we see depend upon it. So light and the cosmos hold each other, each part of the other, the constant pace of light woven through the whole of the universe's deep and quiet order. It is a soothing thought to rest upon this deep belonging, the speed of light nested within the cosmos like a single constant note threading through the whole long story of the universe. Looking back across all we have spoken of, it is striking how much the careful study of light's pace has taught us about the cosmos, about space and time, and the very reach of all we see. It has shown us the cosmic speed limit, the slowing of time with swift motion, the weaving of space and time, and the great gift of looking back across the history of the universe. It has revealed how light carries the past to us, how the distances of the cosmos are measured, and how a single constant pace underlies the deep laws of all of nature. And it has done so gently through long, careful measuring and reasoning, drawing the secrets of the swiftest thing in nature little by little out of mystery into understanding. So we owe a quiet debt to that devoted study, for all it has shown us of light and the cosmos gathered gently across the years of careful and loving attention. Now let the great science of light grow soft and distant, all its constants and limits and journeys easing into the background like a field of stars glimpsed from far away. There is nothing left for you to learn tonight, no distance to measure, no beam to time. There is only this one moment, and the easy rise and fall of your own breathing. Let the whole story of light become a soft, dark quiet at the edge of your mind, the science a faint hum, the traveling light a gentle glow, all of it calm and far and fading. You are not the seeker now, but the quiet mind at rest, The wondering done, the cosmos grown gentle, the thoughts settling soft as starlight toward their own deep. So let your thoughts settle like a beam of light drifting slow across the dark, gentle and far, easing quietly into the warm and tranquil dark. Picture as you settle deeper, the deep cosmos spread calm and vast above you, the soft beams of starlight drifting across the dark, the ceaseless light of distant suns glowing gentle and far. There is no hurry here, no task, no thought to hold. There is only the slow, steady travel of the light, the soft glow of the distant stars, the deep calm settling over everything. The beams cross the void slow and silent across the ages, the soft starlight drifting gently through the dark, all of it calm, all of it deeply at peace. It is a deep and lovely peace, the peace of the traveling light, the universe quietly alight with the long traveling beams of the stars drifting soft across the tranquil dark. So let that peace be yours tonight, the calm of the traveling light, the soft glow of the distant stars, the slow, steady drift of the beams easing you down toward the gentle dark of sleep. One more gentle rest before we near the end. Let every fact and wonder grow distant and small, like a faint beam of starlight seen from far away, calm and soft and glimmering in the deep dark. You have wandered through the whole quiet world of the speed of light tonight, the cosmic limit and the slowing of time, the light year and the traveling past, and now there is nowhere left to go but rest. Let the whole soft cosmos settle into a single quiet feeling of peace. The gentle dark deepens around you, and slowly, slowly it lets you go to sleep. We have come a long way tonight from the first swift pace of a beam of light, through the whole quiet science of its speed, the cosmic limit and the slowing of time, the light year and the carrying of the past. We found again and again the same gentle truths, that light is the swiftest thing there is, that it carries the past to us across the void, and that its unhurried travel lets us look back across the ages. There is nothing left to do now but rest. The cosmos is at rest too, the starlight drifting slow and soft, the ceaseless beams crossing the dark faint and calm across the immense void. So let the whole quiet cosmos become a lullaby, the speed of light and the traveling beams and the deep history they carry all softening into the calm that carries you gently toward sleep. Let go and drift. The light will keep crossing the dark slow and silent through the night to come, and tonight the quiet science of the swiftest thing in nature and the deep peace of the cosmos have eased you with great care all the way down toward rest. Our journey is ending now here in the soft, deep hush of the cosmos, the starlight drifting slow across the dark, the gentle day folding softly toward its close. Let the facts and the wonders fade away like a beam of light, dimming slow across the deep dark, growing fainter and softer, until only a calm and gentle quiet remains around you. You carry within you now a whole quiet cosmos, the swiftest light and the slowing of time, the science and the silence, and the ancient drifting starlight that carries the past, resting softly in the gentle dark. Breathe slowly now, and let each breath carry you a little deeper toward sleep, while far out in the quiet dark, the light goes on crossing the void soft and silent through the night. Sleep well. The light will keep crossing the dark gently through the night to come, and the soft, deep calm of the cosmos will hold you all the way until morning. Good night. Let us rest on the light of our own sun, for even from so near a star, the light we feel and see has been traveling for some minutes before it ever reaches us across the dark. The sun, though it seems so close and so present, lies a great distance away, and its light racing at the full pace of light takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to cross that gulf to us. So the warmth on your face and the light in the sky did not leave the sun in this very instant, but some 8 minutes ago, traveling all that while to reach you here. This means that we never see the sun as it is now, but always as it was a little over 8 minutes in the past, its light a gentle messenger arriving from a few minutes ago. It is a soothing thought to hold that even our nearest star reaches us softened by a little delay, its light always a few minutes old, a quiet message from the recent past. Let us linger on that gentle truth that the sun we see is always a sun of the past, its light having left it some 8 minutes before ever meeting our eyes. If the sun were somehow to change in an instant, we would not know it for those 8 minutes, going on seeing its older light until the new word at last arrived across the gulf. So the bright sun in our sky is in a quiet sense a memory, an image carried to us from a little while ago, the freshest news of the sun being always some minutes old. There is no haste in this, and nothing to trouble us, only a gentle reminder that all sight is the catching of light that has traveled, and so all sight is a looking into the past. It is a calming thing to rest upon, that even the sun reaches us as a soft echo of itself from minutes ago, its light an unhurried traveler always arriving from a moment already gone. Let us turn to the moon, our nearest companion in the sky, whose light reaches us far more swiftly than the sun's in a little more than a single second across the dark. The moon lies much nearer than the sun, and so its soft glow racing at the full pace of light takes only about 1 1/3 seconds to cross the gulf and reach our waiting eyes. So when you gaze upon the moon, you see it as it was scarcely more than a breath ago, its gentle light only just arrived, a far fresher message than the older light of the sun. Even this small delay is a quiet reminder that nothing we see is truly the present, that all light takes time to travel, and so all sight is a glimpse of a moment just past. It is a tender thought to settle into, that the moon's soft light reaches us in little more than a second, a gentle near message from our quiet companion just over a breath away. Let us rest now on the nearest star beyond our own sun, for its light, though racing at the full pace of light, spends years upon its journey before it ever reaches us. That nearest neighbor star lies so far away that even light, the swiftest thing there is, takes about 4 years and a little more to cross the vast dark gulf between it and us. So the light you might catch from that star tonight left it some 4 years ago, traveling all that while across the deep void to arrive at last as a faint point in our sky. This is the nearest of all the other stars, and already its light is years old when it reaches us, a gentle measure of how vast the spaces between the stars truly are. It is a humbling thought to hold that even our closest stellar neighbor sends us light that is years upon the road, a faint message from 4 years ago arriving softly in the dark. Here is one of the loveliest truths of tonight, that because light takes time to travel, to look far out into space is always to look back in time, to see the distant cosmos as it once was. The farther away a thing lies, the longer its light has spent crossing the void to reach us, and so the deeper we peer into space, the older the light we catch, and the further into the past we see. So when we gaze upon a distant star or galaxy, we do not see it as it is now, but as it was when its light first set out, perhaps years or ages or eons ago. This means the night sky is not a single present moment at all, but a vast gathering of many pasts, each light arriving from its own distant time, near lights young and far lights very old. It is a soothing wonder to rest upon, that simply by looking outward we look backward, the depth of space becoming a depth of time, the far cosmos always showing us its quiet past. Let us rest on a gentle idea that flows from this, that a telescope, by gathering the old light of distant things, becomes in a quiet sense a kind of time machine, showing us the cosmos of long ago. When a great telescope catches the faint light of a far galaxy, that light has been traveling for ages, and so the image it forms is a picture of that galaxy as it was in the deep past. The deeper a telescope can see, the older the light it gathers, and so the further back in time it shows us, peering toward galaxies as they appeared long before our world was even born. So to study the distant cosmos is to study its history, each faint image a window onto an earlier age, the telescope quietly carrying us backward through the long story of the universe. It is a lovely thought to settle into, that by gathering ancient light, we may look upon the cosmos of the far past, the telescope a gentle time machine made only of quiet waiting and glass. Let us rest on the nearest great galaxy to our own, a soft glowing spiral whose light has traveled for so long that we see it as it was millions of years before our own time. That neighboring galaxy lies so far away that its light, racing at the full pace of light, has spent some 2.5 million years crossing the void to reach our waiting eyes. So the faint glow we catch from it tonight left that galaxy some 2.5 million years ago, long before our own world wore its present face, a message from an unimaginably distant past. When we gaze upon that soft spiral, we do not see it as it is now, but as it was in that deep past, its present light still drifting toward us across the dark ages, yet from arrival. It is a humbling and gentle thought that the light of our nearest great neighbor is millions of years old when it reaches us, a soft glow carrying a picture of the far and ancient past. Let us drift further still to the most distant galaxies whose light has traveled for so long that we see them as they were eons ago in the youth of the universe itself. The faint glow of these far galaxies has been crossing the void for many millions or even billions of years, so that the light we catch tonight set out in an age beyond all our reckoning. So when we peer toward the deepest reaches of space, We see not the cosmos of today, but the cosmos of long ago, the distant galaxies showing us their ancient and youthful selves. Each faint smudge of light in the deepest views is a glimpse of an earlier age of the universe. The further the galaxy, the older its light, the deeper the past it gently reveals. It is a wondrous thing to rest upon, that the most distant lights in our sky are messages from the youth of the cosmos, faint glows from eons past, still drifting toward us through the dark. Let us rest on a gentle word that often arises in this science, the light year, for though its name holds the word year, a light year is not a span of time at all, but a measure of distance. A light year is simply the distance that light travels in the course of one whole year, a vast reach of space, the road a beam of light covers as a single year goes by. So when we say a star lies many light years away, we mean it lies that many years of light travel distant from us, the light year measuring how far, not how long. It is an apt and gentle measure for the cosmos, where the distances are so vast that ordinary units fail us, and the road that light covers in a year becomes a fitting ruler for the dark. It is a soothing clarity to hold that the light year names a distance and not a time. The great reach of space a beam crosses in a year, a quiet ruler laid across the void. It is worth resting on just how vast a single light year truly is, for it is a distance so great that the gentle mind can hold it only as a kind of quiet wonder. In one whole year, light, racing always at its utmost pace, crosses a distance of nearly 10 trillion kilometers, a reach so immense it dwarfs every distance within our own world. So a single light year is a span of space far greater than the whole breadth of our solar system, a vast quiet road that light, swift as it is, takes a full year to travel. And the stars lie many such light years apart, the galaxies many millions of them, so that the cosmos is measured in these vast strides of light, each one a year of swift travel. It is a humbling distance to settle into, this single light year of nearly 10 trillion kilometers. The road light covers in a year, a vast quiet measure for the great reaches of the dark. Here is one of the strangest and most beautiful truths that flows from the speed of light, that as a thing moves very swiftly approaching the pace of light, time itself begins to slow for it. This slowing of time is not a trick of clocks or a feeling, but a deep truth of the cosmos, woven into the way space and time are joined. The swifter the motion, the slower time runs. For a thing moving at ordinary speeds, the slowing is far too slight to notice, but as the motion draws near the pace of light, time slows more and more until it nearly halts. So the speed of light does not only set a limit on motion, but reaches into time itself, bending the very pace at which moments pass for whatever moves swiftly through space. It is a wondrous thing to rest upon this slowing of time with swift motion, a deep and gentle truth of the cosmos, the speed of light reaching quietly into the flow of time itself. Rest here a while in an imagined stillness, a soft, dark sky strewn with faint stars and the gentle glow of their traveling light, the deep cosmos spread calm and vast around you, far from any care. You need not picture anything precisely, Only feel the gentle quiet settling around you, the starlight drifting soft and far, the great dark calm and tranquil and deep. Let your breathing slow to match that stillness. There is nowhere you need to be, nothing you need to hold, only this deep cosmic quiet to rest within. Let us rest on the name scientists give to this slowing of time with swift motion, for they call it time dilation, the gentle stretching of moments for whatever moves quickly through space. Time dilation means simply that a swiftly moving clock ticks more slowly than a still one. The faster it moves, the slower it runs, time stretching gently for the one in motion. This is not a flaw in the clock, but a true slowing of time itself for the moving thing, a deep effect of the way swift motion through space changes the very flow of moments. So two clocks, one still and one moving swiftly, will fall out of step over time, the moving one falling quietly behind, its moments stretched by the swiftness of its travel. It is a calming wonder to hold that time is not fixed and the same for all, but stretches gently with motion, the swift traveler's moments running slower than the still ones by the deep rule of the cosmos. It is worth resting on how this slowing of time has truly been measured, for it is no mere idea but a real effect, seen in careful clocks carried swiftly and then compared. Scientists have taken very precise clocks and carried them swiftly about, then set them beside clocks that stayed still, and found the moving ones had fallen gently behind, just as the science foretold. The difference is tiny at ordinary speeds, a mere whisper of a fraction of a second, yet it is real and measurable, the moving clocks running slower exactly as time dilation predicts. So this is not a thing of imagination, but a measured truth of the cosmos. Swift clocks falling quietly out of step, with still ones, time itself stretching gently with their motion. It is a steadying thought to settle into, that so strange a truth as the slowing of time has been confirmed with careful clocks, the cosmos keeping its deep rule down to the faintest fraction. Let us rest on a gentle proof of time dilation that falls upon us from the sky, in tiny particles borne high above the earth that should fade away in an instant, yet reach the ground. When swift particles from space strike the upper air, they make tiny, short-lived particles called muons, which on their own would fade away in a mere flicker far too soon to reach the ground. Yet these muons move so swiftly, so near the pace of light, that time runs slow for them, their brief lives stretched by their swift motion so that they survive long enough to reach us below. So the very fact that these particles reach the ground at all is a quiet proof of time dilation, their fleeting lives lengthened by their swiftness, exactly as the science of light foretells. It is a lovely wonder to hold that swift, tiny travelers from the sky live longer than they ought, their moments stretched by their near light speed raining down to us as gentle proof of a deep truth. It is worth resting on a place where this slowing of time touches our own daily world in the small satellites that circle the Earth and help us find our way upon it. These satellites carry very precise clocks and move swiftly high above us, and because of their motion and their height, their time runs at a slightly different pace than ours upon the ground. If this slight difference were ignored, The satellites would soon lead us astray, their timekeeping drifting out of step with ours, and so their clocks are gently corrected for the effect. So the deep truth of time dilation is not only measured in laboratories but woven quietly into a tool many use each day, the slowing of time accounted for in the clocks above us. It is a steadying thought to hold that so strange a truth must be reckoned with in our everyday world, the slowing of time corrected in the satellites that quietly help us find our way. Let us rest on a gentle old tale that helps us feel the strangeness of time dilation, the story of two twins, one who journeys swiftly among the stars and one who stays at home. Imagine one twin setting out on a long, swift voyage, traveling near the pace of light, while the other remains quietly at home, and consider how time might pass differently for each. Because the traveling twin moves so swiftly, time runs slower for them, and so when they return they find they have aged less than the twin who stayed behind, fewer years having passed for them. So the swift traveler comes home younger than the one who stayed, not by any magic but by the deep rule of the cosmos, time stretching gently for the one who moved near the pace of light. It is a wondrous and gentle thing to rest upon, this tale of the twins, a quiet picture of how swift motion bends time, the traveler returning younger to the still one at home. Let us rest on a deep and strange wonder that flows from all this, that for a photon itself, racing always at the full pace of light, time does not pass at all, frozen utterly still. Because the slowing of time grows ever greater the nearer one comes to light's pace, and a photon travels at that very pace, the flow of time for a photon stretches all the way to stillness. So from a photon's own vantage, no time goes by between its leaving a distant star and its arriving in our eye, the whole vast journey passing in what is, for it, no time at all. A beam of light that has traveled for ages across the cosmos has, from its own frame, made the journey in a single timeless instant, the long voyage and the arrival as one. It is a profound and gentle thing to hold that for the light itself there is no waiting, no journey, no time, the photon born and arriving in one frozen moment however far it has come. Let us turn gently to a quieter truth, that while light always races at its full pace through empty space, it slows a little when it passes through clear things like water or glass. In the emptiness of space, light keeps its single utmost pace, but when it enters a clear material, it is gently delayed by its passage among the matter, moving a touch more slowly than before. So a beam of light passing into a pane of glass or a still pool of water travels slower within than it did in the open void, easing its pace as it threads among the matter. Yet the moment it leaves the glass or the water and returns to empty space, it springs back at once to its full pace, the swiftest speed restored as soon as the matter is behind it. It is a gentle truth to settle into, that light's utmost pace belongs to the emptiness of space, and that within clear matter it slows a little, only to leap back to full speed as it emerges. It is worth resting on how much light slows when it passes through water, for in a still clear pool it travels noticeably slower than it does in the open emptiness of space. In water, Light moves at about 225,000 kilometers each second, still astonishingly swift, yet markedly slower than the near 300,000 it keeps in empty space. So a beam diving into a deep, clear pool eases its pace by roughly a quarter, threading more slowly among the water than it ever does in the open void beyond. This gentle slowing within water is a real and measured thing, the light delayed by its passage among the close-gathered matter, moving slower than its utmost cosmic pace. It is a calming thought to hold that even light eases its swiftness within a still pool of water, slowing by a quarter as it passes through, only to race off again the moment it emerges. Let us linger in a wide and tranquil dark, far from any care, only the soft glow of distant starlight drifting calm and silent across the immense and gentle void. There is nothing to learn here and nothing to do, only the gentle glow of the deep cosmos, the starlight drifting slow and far across the great tranquil dark. Settle into that same soft stillness. Let it be a place with no demands, where you, like a slow drifting beam of light, may simply drift gently and rest in the deep quiet. Let us rest on a lovely glow that arises in deep, clear water, a soft blue light that appears when tiny, swift particles move faster than light itself moves within that water. Within water, where light travels slower than its cosmic pace, certain swift particles can move faster than the light around them, not faster than light in empty space, but faster than light in the water. When that happens, the particles stir up a soft glow, a gentle blue light shed as they outrun the slowed light within the water, a quiet luminance welling up in the deep, clear pools. This blue glow breaks no deep rule of the cosmos, for nothing here outruns light in empty space. The particles only outpace the slowed light within the water, and the gentle glow is the sign of it. It is a beautiful thing to settle into, this soft blue glow in deep water, born when swift particles outrun the slowed light around them, a gentle luminance kept safely within the cosmic rule. Let us rest on the firm heart of the cosmic speed limit, that whatever may happen within water or glass, nothing at all can outrun light in the pure emptiness of space. Within matter, light slows, and swift particles may briefly outpace that slowed light, but in the open void where light keeps its full pace, no thing of any kind may go faster than that beam. So the great rule of the cosmos is not broken by the blue glow in water, for that limit speaks of light in empty space, the utmost pace that nothing in the open void may ever surpass. It is the full pace of light through emptiness that is the true and firm speed limit, a boundary no particle, no signal, no thing of any kind may cross in the open reaches of space. It is a steadying truth to hold that the cosmic speed limit stands firm in the void, the slowing of light in matter no exception to it, nothing ever outrunning light in the pure empty dark. Let us rest gently on why light slows within clear matter, for in the open void a photon never slows, and yet within glass or water its passage is somehow gently delayed. As light passes through a clear material, its photons move among the close gathered atoms, and this passage among the matter gently delays the beam, easing its onward pace through the substance. Between the atoms, In the tiny gaps, each photon still moves at the full pace of light. It is the passage as a whole, the journey among the matter, that comes out slower than in the open void. So the slowing of light in glass or water is the gentle outcome of its passage among the atoms, the beam delayed by the matter it threads, though each photon keeps its swiftness in the gaps. It is a subtle and gentle wonder to hold this slowing of light within matter, the photons threading among the atoms, the beam easing its pace, only to spring back to full speed in the open void. We come now to one of the loveliest truths of tonight. That light is the great messenger of the cosmos, carrying word of distant things across the void, the chief way the far universe speaks to us. Nearly all we know of the distant stars and galaxies comes to us upon their light, the only thing that crosses the vast reaches to reach us, bearing news of worlds we can never visit. So light is a quiet courier, gathering up the story of a distant star, its brightness and its substance, and carrying that story faithfully across the dark to whoever waits to receive it. Without this messenger, the far cosmos would be silent and unknown to us, but because light streams to us from every glowing thing, the whole universe gently speaks across the void. It is a soothing thought to settle into, that the distant cosmos reaches us through this single faithful messenger, light streaming across the dark, carrying the quiet word of the stars. Let us rest on how much a single beam of light can carry, for woven into the light of a distant star is a quiet store of knowledge about the star that sent it. In the light of a star are written its brightness and its substance, the elements it holds, the way it moves, all carried faithfully in the beam across the long dark journey to us. So when we gather the light of a distant star, we gather not just a glow but a message, the star's own story written into its light, legible to those who learn to read it. This is how we come to know the distant cosmos, not by visiting it, but by reading the light it sends, each beam a quiet letter bearing the story of the thing that glows. It is a lovely wonder to hold, that so much can be carried in a simple beam of light, the whole quiet story of a distant star written into its glow and borne across the dark to us. Let us rest on how scientists read the stories that light carries, drawing from a star's beam the tale of what it is made of and how it lives across the vast dark. By gently studying the light of a star, scientists can tell its substance and its warmth, the elements glowing within it, all read from the quiet messages woven into its beam. So a distant star, which we can never touch, gives up its secrets to the careful reading of its light, its whole nature gathered from the glow it sends across the dark. In this way, the far cosmos, silent and unreachable, becomes deeply known to us, its stars and galaxies read like quiet letters, their stories drawn from the light they send. It is a gentle marvel to settle into, that the distant stars should tell us so much simply through their light, the careful reading of a beam revealing the whole quiet story of a star. Let us rest on a deep and gentle idea that there is an edge to how far we can see into the cosmos, set not by our tools, but by how far light has had time to travel since the beginning. Because the universe has existed for a finite span, Light has had only so long to travel toward us, and so we can see only as far as the light has managed to come in all that time. Beyond that reach lies cosmos whose light has not yet had time to arrive, regions too far for any beam to have crossed to us since the universe began, hidden quietly past the edge of sight. So the part of the cosmos we can see is bounded by the travel of light, a great sphere around us reaching as far as the oldest light has come, the observable universe with the rest beyond. It is a humbling and gentle thought to hold that the edge of what we can see is set by the unhurried travel of light, the cosmos reaching beyond it, quietly past the horizon of our sight. Let us rest on the great sphere of cosmos we can see, the observable universe, all the reaches from which light has had time to reach us since the universe began. This observable universe is the whole of what lies within our sight, every star and galaxy whose light has crossed the void to us, all gathered within a vast sphere centered upon us. It is not the whole of the cosmos, for surely there is more beyond, but it is all that we can ever see, bounded by the steady travel of light across the age of the universe. So when we speak of the universe we can study, we mean this great sphere of arrived light, the observable cosmos, with the rest lying quietly past the reach of any beam. It is a calming thought to settle into, this great sphere of all we can see, the observable universe, its edge drawn gently by how far light has traveled since the cosmos began. Let us rest on a deep and gentle truth of the cosmos, that space itself is slowly expanding, the great reaches between the galaxies quietly growing wider with the passing ages. It is not that the galaxies are racing apart through a fixed space, but that the very space between them swells, every gulf gently stretching, carrying the galaxies further from one another. So the cosmos grows ever larger, not by things rushing outward into emptiness, but by the steady swelling of space itself, the distances between the galaxies widening across time. This quiet expansion of space is one of the deepest truths we have found about the universe, a slow, steady stretching woven into the fabric of the cosmos across the long ages. It is a soothing thing to hold this gentle swelling of space, the great void slowly widening, the galaxies drifting apart on the quiet expansion of the cosmos itself. Let us rest on a strange wonder that flows from the swelling of space, that the most distant galaxies are carried away from us so swiftly that their light may never reach us at all. Because space itself expands, the farthest galaxies are borne away faster and faster, until the most distant of them recede so quickly that the gulf between us widens faster than light can cross it. This does not break the great rule of the cosmos, for the galaxies are not racing through space faster than light. It is the space itself that swells, carrying them away on its quiet expansion. So some far galaxies drift quietly beyond our reach, their light unable to close the ever-widening gulf, their glow forever kept from arriving, gently lost behind the swelling of space. It is a deep and gentle thought to hold that the swelling of space can carry galaxies beyond all sight, not by breaking light's limit, but by stretching the very void between us across the age. It is worth resting on why the swift parting of distant galaxies breaks no rule of the cosmos, For though they recede faster than light can cross to us, nothing here truly outruns a beam. The great speed limit forbids anything from moving through space faster than light, yet the far galaxies are not moving swiftly through space at all. It is the space between us that quietly swells. So the rule stands firm, for no thing races through the void faster than light. The widening gulf comes from the stretching of space itself, a swelling that carries no signal and breaks no law. In this way, the cosmos keeps its deep rule, even as galaxies drift beyond reach, the limit holding for all motion through space, while space itself is free to swell as it will. It is a steadying truth to settle into that the parting of the far galaxies honors the cosmic rule, the speed limit kept for all motion through space, the swelling of the void a thing apart. Let us rest on the most ancient light in all the cosmos, a faint soft glow that has been traveling toward us since almost the very beginning of the universe, the oldest light we can ever see. Not long after the universe began, when it had cooled enough for light to travel freely at last, a soft glow set out across the young cosmos, and that glow is still arriving today. This ancient light has been crossing the void for nearly the whole age of the universe, far older than any star or galaxy, a faint soft afterglow from the dawn of the cosmos itself. So when we gather this oldest light, we look back almost to the beginning, catching the faint glow of the young universe, the most ancient message that any beam can bring us. It is a profound and gentle thing to hold that the oldest light of all still reaches us tonight, a faint soft glow from the dawn of the cosmos, traveling across nearly all of time to arrive. Let us linger on that ancient glow, for it comes from a time when the universe was very young, only some hundreds of thousands of years old, long before the first stars had formed. In that early age, the cosmos was a warm, even haze, and when it cooled enough for light to travel freely, that soft glow was released to drift across the void, and drift it has ever since. So this oldest light is a picture of the universe in its infancy, a faint, even glow spread across the whole sky, the cosmos as it was when it was young and warm and simple. Scientists study this gentle glow with great care, for it carries quiet word of the young universe, the faint afterglow of an age long before any star had ever shone. It is a soothing wonder to settle into, this faint even glow from the young cosmos, a soft message from the universe's infancy, drifting across nearly all of time to reach us in the dark. Let us drift back to the first time anyone showed that light travels at a finite pace at all. For long ago, a thoughtful astronomer named Romer found it in the moons of a distant world. Until then, many had supposed that light might travel instantly, arriving everywhere at once. But Romer, watching the moons of the giant planet, found a quiet sign that light takes time to travel. He noticed that the timing of a moon slipping behind that planet seemed to shift as our own world drew nearer to or farther from it, and he reasoned that the shift came from the travel time of light. When our world lay farther away, the light took longer to reach us, and so the events seemed to come a little late, and from this gentle delay Romer showed that light's pace is finite. It is a lovely thing to rest upon, that the first proof of light's finite pace came from closely watching a distant moon, a thoughtful astronomer reading the speed of light in the timing of the dark. Let us rest on how great a turning that first glimpse was, the discovery that light, swift as it is, does not arrive instantly, but takes time to cross even the spaces of our own solar system. Before that quiet finding, it was not clear whether light traveled at any pace at all, or simply appeared everywhere at once, and so to show that it takes time was a deep and startling change. From that first glimpse grew the whole long effort to measure light's pace, to pin down the exact swiftness of the beam, beginning with the gentle delay seen in a distant moon. So the understanding that light is finite, that it travels at a measurable pace, began with careful watching and reasoning, the first step on a long road of measurement. It is a gentle thing to hold that so vast a truth as the finite pace of light began with a quiet observation of the dark, a single thoughtful glimpse opening the way to all that followed. Pause now and imagine yourself held in a gentle cosmic calm, surrounded by the soft glow of distant starlight, the deep dark settling vast and tranquil around you. There is nothing to fear in that soft cosmic quiet, only comfort, only the gentle glow of the traveling light, and the deep calm of a cosmos drifting steady in the dark. Let the quiet wrap around you. It asks nothing of you. Breathe slowly in that deep cosmic hush, and let its gentle calm hold you, easy and still and safe. Let us rest on how in later ages careful experimenters first measured the pace of light here upon the earth, using clever arrangements of spinning wheels and distant mirrors. One thoughtful experimenter sent a beam of light through the gaps of a swiftly spinning toothed wheel to a farm mirror and back, timing the light by whether it slipped through the gaps or was blocked. By spinning the wheel just so, he could catch the light returning through the next gap or find it blocked by a tooth, and from the spin and the distance he reckoned the swift pace of the beam. It was a delicate and ingenious labor, measuring so swift a thing with wheels and mirrors, and yet it gave a fair measure of light's pace, drawn entirely from careful work upon the earth. It is a lovely thing to settle into, this careful measuring of light with spinning wheels and distant mirrors, the swiftest thing in nature gently caught by clever and careful hands. Let us rest on a later experimenter who measured the pace of light with great care and precision, refining the work with delicate arrangements of swiftly spinning mirrors over long distances. He sent a beam of light to a distant mirror far across the open land and back, reflecting it from a swiftly turning mirror, and from the turn in the distance reckoned light's pace with fine precision. Through long and careful labor, he measured the speed of light more finely than any before him, drawing ever closer to the true value, his devoted work a model of careful science. So the pace of light came to be known with growing precision, each careful experimenter refining the measure until the swiftness of the beam was pinned down with remarkable exactness. It is a gentle thing to admire this devoted refining of the measure of light, the swiftest thing in nature drawn ever more exactly from the careful work of careful and thoughtful hands. Let us rest on a quiet and elegant turning in this story, that today the very measure of length, the meter, is defined from the speed of light, so exactly is that pace now known. Because the speed of light is so fixed and so precisely measured, scientists have chosen to define the meter by it, setting the length of a meter by how far light travels in a tiny fixed span of time. So the meter is no longer a bar of metal kept in a vault, but a length drawn from the swiftness of light, the most constant thing we know now, serving as the foundation of measure. In this way, the speed of light has become not just a thing we measure, but a thing by which we measure the great constant of the cosmos, quietly underlying our very rulers. It is a lovely thought to settle into, that the measure of length now rests upon the pace of light, the swiftest and most constant thing in nature, serving as the gentle foundation of all our measuring. It is worth resting on how deeply the speed of light is woven into the heart of physics, appearing again and again in the laws that describe energy and motion and the shape of the cosmos. The pace of light is not just one fact among many, but a fundamental constant, a number that threads through the deep laws of nature, binding together energy and matter and the fabric of space and time. In the famous link between energy and mass, the speed of light stands at the very center, showing how matter and energy are joined, the constant pace of light bridging the two. So wherever physics reaches into the deepest workings of the cosmos, the speed of light is there, a quiet constant at the foundation, holding the laws of nature gently together. It is a soothing thing to hold that so much of the deep order of the cosmos rests upon this single constant pace, the speed of light woven quietly through the heart of all physics. Let us rest on one of the most famous truths of all physics, that energy and mass are deeply joined, and that the speed of light stands at the very heart of how they are bound together. Einstein showed that mass and energy are two faces of one thing, that a small amount of matter holds within it a great store of energy, and that the speed of light is the link between them. Because the speed of light is so vast, even a tiny bit of matter holds an immense store of energy, the great pace of light multiplied upon itself, binding the smallest mass to a great power. So the swiftness of light is woven into the deep kinship of matter and energy, the constant pace of the beam standing at the center of how the two are joined across all of nature. It is a profound and gentle thing to rest upon, that matter and energy are one, bound together by the speed of light, the swiftest constant of the cosmos, linking the substance of the world to its power. Let us rest on how the speed of light helps us measure the vast distances of the cosmos, for by knowing how swiftly light travels, we can reckon how far its long journeys have carried it. If we know how long a beam of light has been traveling and how swiftly it moves, we can find how far it has come, and so the pace of light becomes a ruler for the great reaches of space. In this way, the distances to the stars and galaxies are measured in the travel of light, the vast gulfs of the cosmos reckoned by how far a beam crosses in a year or an age. So the speed of light is not only a swiftness but a measure, a quiet ruler laid across the void, helping us reckon the immense distances that no other measure could ever span. It is a gentle wonder to hold that the swiftness of light should also be a ruler for the cosmos, the great distances of the dark reckoned by the unhurried travel of a single beam. Let us rest on how light travels across our own solar system, for even within this small corner of the cosmos, The pace of light marks out gentle delays between the worlds. Light from the sun reaches the inner worlds in mere minutes, yet to cross to the outer worlds it takes hours, the same swift beam spending longer and longer the farther out it goes. So even within our own family of worlds, light's travel time stretches from minutes to hours, a gentle measure of how the distances grow as we move outward from the sun. To send a message from the sun to its farthest worlds and have light carry it there would take hours. So vast, even our own small solar system is on the scale of light's travel. It is a soothing thought to settle into, that even across our own solar system light's journeys are measured in minutes and hours, the swift beam easing outward through the family of worlds. It is worth resting on how the speed of light shapes any message sent across great distances, for a signal of light, swift as it is, must still spend its travel time crossing the void. To send word to a distant spacecraft far across the solar system and receive an answer, one must wait while the message travels there and the reply travels back, both at the pace of light. So across great distances, even the swiftest message carries a delay, the long wait of light's travel woven into every word sent across the reaches of space, no haste able to shorten it. This gentle delay is not a fault, but the deep nature of the cosmos, where even light takes time, and so all communication across the void must wait upon the steady travel of the beam. It is a calming truth to hold that across the great distances even light must wait, every distant message delayed by its travel, the swiftest signal still steady upon the long road of the dark. Let us rest on a gentle measure, the light second, the distance that light travels in a single second, a span so vast it nearly reaches from our world to the moon. In 1 second light crosses very nearly 300,000 kilometers, a distance so great it would carry a beam most of the way to the moon, all in a single tick of a clock. So a light second is a vast reach indeed, the road light covers in the blink of a thought, a gentle measure of how much ground the swiftest thing in nature crosses in a single second. From the light second we may build the light minute and the light hour, and at last the light year, each a longer reach of light's travel, a ladder of distances climbing into the cosmos. It is a soothing thing to hold this light second, nearly reaching the moon, the great distance light crosses in a single second, the first gentle rung on the ladder of cosmic measure. Let us rest on the gentle ladder of distances that the travel of light gives us, from the light second to the light minute to the light year, each a longer reach into the cosmos. A light minute is the distance light crosses in a minute, a light hour the reach in an hour, and a light year the vast span it covers in a whole year, each rung longer than the last. With this ladder we may measure the cosmos at every scale, the nearer worlds in light minutes, the distant stars in light years, the far galaxies in millions and billions of them. So the travel of light gives us a fitting measure for every distance in the universe, a gentle ladder of light spans climbing from the moon to the farthest reaches of the observable cosmos. It is a calming order to settle into, this ladder of light's distances, the light second and the light year, and all between the swiftness of light made into a quiet ruler for the whole of space. Let us rest on a gentle and wistful truth that because light takes so long to travel, the light of a very distant star may still reach us long after the star itself has changed or even ceased to shine. A star may lie so far away that its light spends ages crossing to us, and in all that time the star itself may have altered greatly, while its older light, sent long ago, still streams toward us. So in a quiet sense, when we gaze upon a very distant star, we see not the star as it is now, but as it was when its light set out, a glow that may outlast the star that made it. There is no sadness in this, only a gentle wonder that the light of a far star may go on traveling and arriving long after the star has changed, a soft echo of a light long since sent. It is a tender thought to settle into, that the night sky holds the old light of distant stars, some glows arriving from long ago, the unhurried beam outlasting, perhaps the star that first gave it. Let us rest on a lovely picture that the night sky is not a single present moment, but a great gallery of pasts, each star and galaxy showing its light from its own distant time. The nearer lights show us the recent past, only years old, while the farther lights show us the deeper past, ages old, all gathered together into one sky woven of many different times. So to look upon the stars is to look upon a tapestry of pasts, near and far, young and ancient, each light a quiet window onto the time when it first set out across the dark. There is a gentle peace in this, the sense of a sky that holds the whole long history of light, every glow a message from its own moment, all arriving softly together in our present night. It is a soothing thing to settle into, this gallery of pasts spread across the night sky, the light of many times gathered into one view, the deep history of the cosmos glowing gently overhead. Let us rest on a deep and gentle roll the speed of light plays, that it sets the pace at which one thing may affect another, the swiftest rate at which any cause may reach across space. Because nothing may travel faster than light, no effect can reach from one place to another more swiftly than a beam of light could cross between them, the limit holding for all causes and signals. So the speed of light is the pace of cause itself, the utmost swiftness at which any event may touch another across the void, a gentle order woven into the way the cosmos unfolds. This means that distant events cannot affect us faster than their light can reach us. The speed of light keeping a quiet order in the cosmos, causes and effects bound to its steady pace. It is a steadying truth to hold that the speed of light sets the pace of all causes, no event touching another faster than light can cross between them, a gentle rhythm woven through the cosmos. Let us rest on how the speed of light weaves space and time gently together, for in this science the two are not separate but joined into a single fabric, bound by the constant pace of light. Where once space and time seemed wholly apart, the science of light showed them deeply joined, one woven fabric of space and time, with the swiftness of light setting the measure between them. So a span of space and a span of time are bound together by the pace of light, the beam crossing so much space in so much time, the constant of light tying the two into one whole. This joining of space and time is one of the deepest gifts of the science of light, a single fabric underlying the cosmos, woven through and held together by the constant pace of the beam. It is a soothing thought to settle into, this gentle joining of space and time, the two bound into one fabric by the speed of light, a deep and quiet order underlying the whole cosmos. Let us rest on another strange and gentle truth of swift motion, that as a thing moves very near the pace of light, the distances along its path appear to shrink, the road ahead drawing shorter. Just as time stretches for the swift traveler, so the lengths along its motion gently contract, the very distances of its journey appearing shorter the nearer it comes to the pace of light. So for a thing racing near light's pace, a long road may seem far shorter than it does to one at rest, the distance quietly drawn in by the swiftness of its travel through space. This shrinking of distances is the gentle companion of the stretching of time, the two woven together in the same deep fabric, both arising from the constancy of light's pace for all. It is a wondrous thing to hold, that swift motion not only slows time, but shortens distance, the road drawing in for the near light traveler, space and time bending gently together by the rule of light. Let us rest on how the speed of light binds the whole of the cosmos into one gentle order, threading through time and distance and cause, a single constant underlying it all. From the slowing of time to the shrinking of distance to the pace of cause, all flow from the one constancy of light, a single swift constant binding the deep workings of the universe together. So the speed of light is not merely a swiftness, but a kind of keystone, holding the fabric of space and time, setting the limits of motion and cause, threading quietly through the whole cosmos. In this way, the universe is held in a gentle order by the constancy of light, the deep laws of nature resting upon that single unchanging pace, the same everywhere and for all. It is a profound and soothing thought to settle into, that one swift constant binds the whole cosmos, the speed of light threading through time and space and cause, holding the universe gently together. Wander for a moment among soft drifting beams of starlight in a calm dark field, each one glowing slow and gentle, the whole deep void alive with their faint quiet light. Picture them lightly, those soft beams of light, crossing the tranquil dark slow and gentle, calm and peaceful glowing faint across the immense and silent void. And then let them fade. Return gently to your own quiet room, your own soft rest, the calm of the deep cosmos lingering with you like the peace of a still starlit night. It is worth resting on how the understanding of light's pace grew slowly across the ages, from a deep mystery into the precisely measured truth we hold today. For long it was not even known whether light traveled at any pace at all, and the first proof that it is finite was a startling turning, the beginning of a long road of understanding. Step by careful step, the pace of light was measured ever more finely, and then its deeper meaning unfolded, its constancy, its role as the cosmic limit, its weaving of space and time. So the speed of light has traveled in our understanding from a baffling question to a deep and beautiful science, the mystery gently unfolded across the long centuries of careful work. It is a calming thing to hold, this slow unfolding of understanding, the pace of light moving from mystery to measured truth, the great constant of the cosmos drawn gently into the light of knowing. Let us rest on the many careful minds who, across the ages, sought to measure the pace of light, each adding a thread to the slowly gathering understanding of that swift constant. From the first glimpse in a distant moon to the spinning wheels and careful mirrors upon the earth, many thoughtful experimenters labored to pin down the swiftness of the beam. Each refined the work of those before, drawing the measure ever finer, until the pace of light was known with a precision that the earliest seekers could scarcely have imagined. So the knowing of light's speed rests on a long succession of careful minds, each building upon the last, the measure gathered gently across the centuries through devoted and devoted work. It is a gentle thing to admire this long line of seekers after the speed of light, each adding their careful thread, the swiftest thing in nature drawn slowly into precise and certain knowing. Let us rest on how, in the end, the pace of light came to be known with perfect precision, so exactly that it is now fixed by definition rather than left to further measuring. Through long and careful work, the measure of light's speed grew ever finer, until at last it was known so precisely that scientists chose to set it as a fixed and exact number. So the speed of light is no longer a thing we measure ever more closely, but a fixed value, defined exactly, the great constant of the cosmos pinned down once and for all. From that fixing flowed the new definition of the meter, the length of a meter set by the fixed pace of light, the constant becoming the very foundation of our measure. It is a satisfying thing to settle into, that the pace of light has been pinned down so exactly, fixed by definition, the swiftest constant of the cosmos known now with perfect and quiet certainty. Let us rest on how the speed of light has become a kind of yardstick for the whole universe, a constant by which we measure both the vast distances of space and the very lengths of our world. Because light's pace is so fixed and constant, it serves as a measure at every scale, from the meter defined upon it to the light years that span the gulfs between the distant stars. So a single constant threads through all our measuring, the swiftness of light underlying the smallest ruler and the greatest cosmic distance alike, a yardstick for the whole of space. In this way, the speed of light is not only a swiftness to wonder at, but a quiet foundation, the constant against which the cosmos is measured from the meter to the light year and beyond. It is a soothing thought to hold that one constant should serve as the yardstick of the universe, the speed of light underlying all our measure, from the lengths of our world to the reaches of the stars. Let us rest gently on the simple wonder that light is the swiftest thing we know, faster than any object, any signal, any motion in all the cosmos, the very utmost pace there is. Nothing in all of nature moves faster than light through empty space. No star, no signal, no thing of any kind. The beam of light is the swiftest traveler the universe allows. So when we marvel at the swiftness of light, we marvel at the fastest thing there is, a pace nothing else can match, the very ceiling of speed woven into the fabric of the cosmos. And yet, as we have rested upon, this swiftest of things is slow against the vast cosmos, the fastest traveler still spending ages on its long journeys across the immense dark. It is a gentle wonder to hold that light is at once the swiftest thing we know and a steady traveler upon the great roads of the cosmos, the fastest pace there is easing across the immense dark. It is worth resting on why nothing in the cosmos may move faster than light, for it is not a matter of effort or of tools, but a deep rule woven into the very fabric of space and time. The constancy of light's pace, the same for all who measure it, leads by deep reasoning to the truth that no thing may ever outrun a beam of light in the open void. So the cosmic speed limit is not an obstacle to be overcome, but a feature of reality itself, a boundary built into the joining of space and time, holding firm for all things everywhere. This is why the limit cannot be passed no matter the force or the cleverness applied. It is not a wall to push against, but a deep truth of how the cosmos is made. It is a steadying thing to settle into, that the speed limit is woven into reality itself, a deep rule of space and time, no thing outrunning light, not for lack of trying, but by the nature of the cosmos. Let us rest on how the speed of light appears in the deep equations that describe the cosmos, threading quietly through the language of physics like a constant gentle note. Wherever physics reaches into the deepest workings of nature, the speed of light is there, written as the small letter C, binding together energy and motion and the shape of space and time. It appears in the link between energy and mass, in the laws of swift motion, in the very fabric of space and time, a single constant woven again and again through the deep equation. So to read the language of physics is to meet the speed of light again and again, a quiet recurring constant at the heart of how the cosmos is described. It is a soothing thing to hold that this single constant threads so deeply through the laws of nature, the speed of light appearing again and again in the gentle equations that describe the cosmos. Let us rest on the deep constancy of light's pace, that it never changes, the same in every direction, the same for every observer, the same in every age, an unwavering constant of the cosmos. Wherever and whenever it has been measured, by whoever and however they move, the speed of light through empty space comes out the same, never faster, never slower, ever unchanging. This unwavering sameness is one of the deepest facts we know about the universe, a constant so firm that we have built our very measures upon it, trusting it never to waver. So the speed of light is a kind of bedrock, a thing that does not change while so much else does, a steady constant woven into the cosmos, the same yesterday and today and in every place. It is a deeply calming thought to settle into, this unchanging pace of light, a constant that never wavers, a quiet steadiness woven into the fabric of the cosmos, the same in every place and age. Let us rest on a gentle aspect of light's constancy, that its pace is the same in every direction, the beam crossing space at the very same swiftness whichever way it travels. There is no favored direction in the cosmos for light, no way in which it moves faster or slower. Whichever way a beam sets out, it crosses the void at the same single unchanging pace. This sameness in every direction is part of the deep evenness of the cosmos, a quiet symmetry woven into the fabric of space, the speed of light the same on every road through the dark. So the swiftness of light belongs to no one direction but to all alike, a constant pace in every way a beam may go, a gentle evenness at the heart of the universe. It is a soothing thing to hold, that light moves the same in every direction, no favored road through the dark, the swiftness of the beam and even constant on every path across the cosmos. Let us rest on perhaps the strangest part of light's constancy, that its pace is the same for every observer, no matter how they themselves are moving, a sameness that defies our ordinary sense. Whether one stands still or rushes swiftly toward a beam of light or away from it, that beam is always measured at the same pace, the swiftness of light never adding to or taking from one's own motion. This is so contrary to how ordinary speeds behave that it took deep trust to accept it, and yet careful measurement confirms it again and again. Light's pace is the same for all who measure it. From this single strange constancy flows the whole science of relativity, the slowing of time, the shrinking of distance, all arising from light keeping its pace the same for every observer. It is a profound and gentle thing to settle into, that light moves the same for everyone, however they travel, a constancy so deep that the very shape of space and time bends to keep it true. Let us rest on how the speed of light helps us know the great distances to the stars, for by the travel of light we measure the vast reaches that separate one star from another. The stars lie so far apart that ordinary measures fail, but by reckoning how long their light has traveled, we learn how distant they truly are, the light years spanning the gulfs between them. So the distances to the stars are written in the travel of their light, the nearer ones a few light years off, the farther ones many, the whole scattered field of stars measured by the beam. In this way the speed of light lays a gentle ruler across the dark, letting us reckon the vast separations of the stars, distances no other measure could ever hope to span. It is a soothing thought to hold that the great distances of the stars are known through the travel of light, the swiftness of the beam quietly measuring the immense gulfs of the deep dark. Let us rest on the vast reach of the whole observable cosmos, a sphere so immense that its breadth is measured in tens of billions of light years across the deep dark. Because the universe has been expanding as light has crossed it, the farthest things we can see now lie far more distant than the simple age of the cosmos in light years alone would suggest. So the observable universe reaches across some tens of billions of light years, a sphere of unimaginable breadth, its edge set by the travel of light through an expanding cosmos. It is a reach so vast that the gentle mind can hold it only as a kind of quiet wonder, the whole observable cosmos spanning tens of billions of light years from edge to edge. It is a humbling thing to settle into, this immense reach of the observable cosmos, tens of billions of light years across, a sphere of light-traveled distance vaster than all imagining. Let us rest on the faint light that reaches us from the dawn of the galaxies, from an age when the first great islands of stars were only beginning to take shape in the young cosmos. The most distant galaxies we can glimpse send us light from their earliest days, glows that set out when the universe was young and the first galaxies were just gathering from the cosmic. So when we peer toward the deepest reaches, we look back toward the dawn of the galaxies, catching the faint old light of an age long before our own world or sun had come to be. Each faint, distant glow is a message from the youth of the cosmos, the light of the first galaxies still drifting toward us across nearly all the long ages of the universe. It is a wondrous thing to hold, that we may glimpse the dawn of the galaxies in their faint old light, soft glows from the youth of the cosmos arriving gently to us across the immense dark. Let us rest on how, by gathering ever older light, we may look back ever nearer to the beginning of the cosmos, peering toward the earliest ages the universe has known. The deeper we see, the older the light, and so by reaching for the faintest, most distant glows, we look back further and further toward the very youth of the universe itself. Beyond the first galaxies lies the ancient even glow of the young cosmos, the oldest light of all, and past that, a veil beyond which no light can carry us, the cosmos too young then for light to travel. So in gathering ancient light we look almost to the beginning, the tireless travel of light carrying us back across nearly all of time toward the dawn of the universe and the edge of sight. It is a profound and gentle thing to settle into, that by gathering old light we look toward the beginning, the travel of light a quiet bridge across the ages to the youth of the cosmos. Let us rest on the gentle veil that lies just beyond the oldest light, for there was a time very early on when the young cosmos was too thick and warm for light to travel freely at all. In the first long while after the beginning, the universe was a warm, dense haze through which light could not pass freely, and so from that earliest age no light comes to us directly. Only when the cosmos had cooled enough did light at last travel freely, and it is that first freed light, the oldest of all, that reaches us now, beyond which lies a veil we cannot see past. So the oldest light marks a gentle horizon, the earliest age from which any beam can reach us, with the time before it hidden behind the warm, dense haze of the very young cosmos. It is a soothing thing to hold this gentle veil beyond the oldest light, the earliest age from which light can come, the cosmos before it resting quietly behind the warm haze of its youth. It is worth resting on why we cannot see the whole of the cosmos, for some of it lies too far for its light to have reached us yet, and some is veiled behind the haze of the early universe. The far reaches whose light has not had time to arrive lie quietly beyond the edge of sight, while the very earliest age is hidden behind the warm, dense haze before light traveled freely. So our view of the cosmos is bounded in two gentle ways, by the travel time of light to the distant, and by the veil before the oldest light, with much lying quietly beyond our sight. There is no trouble in this, only the deep nature of a vast cosmos seen through the long travel of light, much of it visible, and much of it gently hidden beyond the reach of any beam. It is a calming thought to settle into, that we cannot yet see everything, the cosmos far vaster than our view, much of it waiting quietly beyond the edge of sight or behind the veil of its youth. Let us rest on the quiet steadiness of starlight, for every beam that reaches us has traveled long and steadily across the dark, never hurrying, never resting, simply crossing the void at its constant pace. A beam of starlight sets out from a distant sun and crosses the immense dark for years or ages, holding always its single steady pace, steady and unwavering on its long, quiet road. There is a gentle steadiness in this, the light neither rushing nor slowing, simply crossing the void at its constant swiftness, arriving at last after its long journey. So the starlight that reaches us tonight is the fruit of a long, tireless travel, a beam that has crossed the dark steadily and without haste, arriving softly after its quiet journey. It is a soothing thing to hold, this quiet steadiness of starlight, every beam a long, steady traveler across the dark, arriving gently after its unhurried journey through the deep cosmic void. Let us rest on how each beam of light holds within it a picture of the past, a faithful image of the thing that sent it, carried unchanged across the long, dark journey to us. The light of a distant star carries the star as it was when the beam set out, its glow and its substance held faithfully in the light across all the long years of travel. So a beam of starlight is a kind of quiet keepsake, holding the past of the star within it, an image of a distant moment carried gently across the void to arrive in our present night. When we catch that light, we receive that held past, the star as it once was, the beam delivering its old image faithfully after its long and steady journey through the dark. It is a tender thought to settle into, that each beam of light holds a picture of the past, a faithful image of a distant star carried across the ages, arriving softly in our waiting eyes. Let us rest on a gentle truth that runs through all we have spoken of, that because light takes time to travel, all sight is in some measure a looking into the past, near or far. Even the nearest things reach our eyes by light that took a tiny while to travel, and so even they are seen as they were a flicker ago, all sight being the catching of light already on its way. For near things the delay is far too small to notice, but for the distant cosmos it stretches into years and ages, so that the farther we look, the deeper into the past we see. So there is no true present in sight, only the catching of light that has traveled, every glimpse a looking back, however slight, all seeing being a gentle gazing into the past. It is a soothing thing to hold, that all sight is of the past, the light always a little aged on arrival, every glimpse a quiet looking back across the time it took the beam to travel. Let us rest on a gentle and curious truth, that we can never quite see the present of any distant thing, for its light must travel to us, and so we always see it as it was, never as it is now. By the time a star's light reaches us, the star has moved on into a later moment we cannot yet see, its present hidden from us until its newer light has had time to arrive. So the present of the distant cosmos is always just beyond our sight, traveling toward us in light not yet arrived, while we see only the past it has already sent across the door. There is no loss in this, only the deep nature of a cosmos seen through traveling light, the present of distant things forever a step ahead of us, arriving only in the light still on its way. It is a calming thought to settle into, that the present of the far cosmos is always just beyond our seeing, its newer light still on the road, while we rest gently in the past it has already sent. Behind all we know of light's pace lies the long, quiet watch of careful minds, the careful measuring and reasoning that drew the secrets of the swiftest thing in nature into the light of knowing. It was slow and devoted labor, the timing of distant moons, the spinning of wheels and mirrors, the deep reasoning about space and time, each careful effort adding to the gathering understanding. From this steady work, the science of light was built, its pace measured, its constancy found, its deep meaning unfolded, each careful thinker adding a quiet thread to the whole. So our knowing of light's speed rests on devotion, on the long, calm labor of those who measured and reasoned and watched, drawing the secrets of light gently out of mystery. It is a gentle thing to admire, this long, devoted watch, the careful minds who sought the secrets of light, building our understanding of its swiftness across the long years. It is gentle to follow how the understanding of light's pace traveled from mind to mind across the ages, each thinker passing the gathered knowledge to the next, the idea slowly deepening. First came the finding that light is finite, then the careful measures of its pace, then the deep insight of its constancy and its weaving of space and time, each idea building on the last. So the knowing of light grew not in a single moment, but across generations of minds, each receiving the understanding of those before and adding their own careful thread to it. In this way, an idea travels and deepens through the long succession of thinkers, the science of light gathered gently across the ages, passed and refined from mind to mind. It is a soothing thing to hold this travel of an idea through minds, the understanding of light passed and deepened across generations, the great constant of the cosmos slowly drawn into knowing. Let us rest on how light tells us of worlds far beyond our own, for even the distant planets circling other stars reveal something of themselves in the light that reaches us. As a far world passes before its star, it dims the star's light a little, and from that gentle dimming carried to us in the beam, we learn that an unseen world circles there. So even worlds far too distant and faint to see directly make themselves known through their effect upon the light, their presence read in the gentle changes of a distant star's glow. In this way, light carries word not only of the stars but of the worlds that circle them, the far planets revealing themselves quietly in the light that crosses the void to us. It is a lovely thing to settle into, that even distant worlds speak to us through light, their presence read in the gentle dimming of a star, carried across the dark in the steady beam. Let us drift for a moment into the quiet instruments that gather the faint light of distant things, great telescopes resting beneath the stars, quietly collecting the beams that reach us. These instruments gather the faint old light of distant stars and galaxies, drawing in beams too dim for the eye alone, collecting the unhurried light that has crossed the void to reach us. The greater the instrument, the fainter the light it can gather, and so the deeper into space and the further into the past it can see, catching ever older and dimmer beams. So these quiet gatherers of light, let us read the distant cosmos, drawing in its faint old beams, the tireless instruments collecting the light that the unhurried cosmos has sent. It is a peaceful image to settle into, these quiet instruments beneath the stars, gathering the faint old light of the distant cosmos, steadily collecting the beams that have crossed the dark to it. Let us rest on the many kinds of light that stream from the cosmos, for what our eyes can see is only a small part of the light that travels, all of it crossing space at the same single pace. Beyond the light our eyes can catch lie other kinds of light unseen by us, yet all of them are light, all streaming from the stars and galaxies, all crossing the void at the very same swift pace. So a distant star sends out not only the glow we can see, but many other kinds of light as well, and all of them, seen and unseen alike, travel at the one constant pace of light. By gathering all these kinds of light, scientists learn far more of the distant cosmos, each kind revealing a different part of the story, all of it carried at the same swift, constant pace. It is a soothing thought to hold that there are many kinds of light beyond our sight, all streaming from the cosmos at the same single pace, all carrying the quiet word of the distant star. Let us rest on a gentle unity in all this, that whatever kind of light it may be, seen or unseen, it travels through empty space at the very same single unchanging pace. The light our eyes can catch and the many kinds beyond our sight all share the one swiftness, all crossing the void at the same constant pace, the speed of light the same for every kind. So there is a deep sameness woven through all the light of the cosmos, every kind of it traveling at the one pace, a single swiftness shared by all the light that streams across the dark. This shared pace is part of the deep unity of light, the many kinds bound together by their single common swiftness, all crossing space at the one constant speed of light. It is a calming thought to settle into, this unity of all light in its single pace, every kind of it crossing the void at the same swiftness, a gentle sameness woven through the light of the whole cosmos. Let us rest on how the speed of light is woven into the very shape of the cosmos, for it sets the scale of what we can see and binds together the space and time of the whole universe. Because light travels at its single constant pace, it sets the reach of the observable cosmos and the joining of space and time, threading quietly through the great structure of the universe. So the speed of light is not a small detail, but a thing woven deep into the shape of the cosmos, helping to set its scale, its limits, and the fabric of its space and time. In this way, the swiftness of light underlies the great structure of the universe, a single constant shaping how far we see and how space and time are joined across the whole cosmos. It is a profound and soothing thought to hold that the speed of light is woven into the very shape of the cosmos, a single constant underlying the scale and structure of the whole universe. Let us rest again on the deep stillness at the heart of a photon's journey, for though a beam may cross the cosmos for ages, the photon itself from its own frame makes the trip in no time at all. To us the journey of starlight takes years or ages, and yet for the photon, racing at the full pace of light, no time passes between its leaving the star and its arriving in our eye. So there's a strange stillness woven into light's swift travel, the long journey across the dark being for the light itself, a single timeless instant, the leaving and the arriving as one. This quiet truth that the photon knows no passage of time is among the deepest and gentlest wonders of light, the swiftest of travelers making its long journey in no time at all. It is a profound thing to settle into, this stillness at the heart of light's swift travel, the photon crossing ages in a timeless instant, the long journey and its arrival held as one. It is worth resting on the deeper reason the cosmos holds a speed limit at all, for it flows from the constancy of light, the same pace for every observer woven into space and time. Because light's pace is the same for everyone, however they move, the very fabric of space and time must bend to keep it so, and from that bending arises the limit no thing may pass. So the speed limit is not an arbitrary rule, but a deep consequence of light's constancy, the universe keeping its single pace by setting that pace as the ceiling for all motion and cause. In this way, the constancy of light and the speed limit are two faces of one truth, the same pace for all leading gently to the truth that nothing may outrun it. It is a steadying thing to hold that the cosmos has a speed limit because light's pace is the same for all, a deep truth woven into space and time, the constancy of light setting the ceiling of the cosmos. Let us rest on the gentle gift hidden in the slowness of light across the cosmos, for it is because light takes so long to travel that we are able to look back upon the history of the universe. Were light to arrive instantly, we would see only the present cosmos, but because it travels slowly across the great distances, its old light lets us look back upon the deep past. So the very slowness of light on cosmic scales is a quiet gift, turning the depth of space into a depth of time, letting us peer back across the ages toward the youth of the cosmos. In this way, the limit of light's pace, which might seem only a constraint, becomes a gift, the ceaseless travel of light opening the whole history of the universe to our gentle gaze. It is a lovely thought to settle into, that the slowness of light is a hidden gift, the long travel of the beam turning distance into time, letting us look gently back across the ages of the cosmos. The speed of light has become one of the great recurring wonders in the story of modern science, woven through the way we now understand space and time and the whole of the cosmos. From the first finding that light is finite to the deep insights of relativity, the study of light's pace has drawn the attention and the wonder of many of the finest minds. It stands among the grand truths of nature, setting the cosmic speed limit, weaving space and time, carrying the past to us, measuring the very reaches of the universe. So the speed of light lives not only in the cosmos, but in the human story of trying to understand it, a great truth carried forward by the curiosity of those who study it. It is fitting that so deep a truth should hold so large a place in the story of science, the swiftness of light drawing forth a long and gentle effort to understand it. For as long as people have watched the sky, they have wondered at light, at its swiftness, its travel from the distant stars, and that wonder lives on in the science of today. From the first questions about whether light takes time to travel to the deep understanding of its constancy, the nature of light has called forth a long and devoted wonder. There is something in the swiftness and the reach of light that invites this wonder, the sense of a single beam crossing the immense cosmos to carry the past gently to us. So the study of light is a story of devotion, of minds drawn again and again to its swift and constant pace, finding in it a wonder worth the long and careful pursuit. It is a gentle inheritance, this long wonder at light, passed down through all who have watched the heavens, and tonight we take our own quiet place within it. There is a quiet beauty in how the swiftness of light is held in awe, long after its number was first measured, in the deep equations of physics and in the soft old light of the distant star. Light's pace was measured ages ago and is now fixed with perfect precision, yet the awe of it endures, woven into the deep laws of nature and the gentle wonder of the night sky. So even now that its swiftness is known so exactly, the wonder is not diminished but deepened, the speed of light holding its quiet awe in every beam that crosses the dark to us. In this way, the swiftness of light lives on past its mere measuring, held in quiet awe by those who study the cosmos and by all who gaze upon the unhurried old light of the stars. It is a gentle thought to settle into, this lasting awe at the swiftness of light, its number known yet its wonder undimmed, the great constant of the cosmos holding its quiet beauty still. There is a deep honesty at the heart of the science of light, a willingness to say plainly both what we know with certainty and what we are still exploring, and that honesty is a comfort. We know with confidence the pace of light, its constancy, its role as the cosmic limit, and we hold honestly the deeper questions that still call to careful minds. When a thing is uncertain or still being explored, we say so plainly, never dressing a guess as a settled fact, keeping faith with the true state of our knowledge. This honest holding is a quiet strength of science, the readiness to be sure of what is sure and to leave the open questions gently open, neither overstating nor pretending. So we rest tonight in that honesty, sure of much about the speed of light and humble before what remains to be understood, holding the known and the open with an even hand.